Alrighty, guys, we are here at the closing table of your purchase of your first property. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I would say it went by pretty smooth. I'm not sure what you guys feel, but
Absolutely.
Yes.
it went by quicker than anticipated and a lot more smoother than what we all anticipated. So
sure.
congratulations for that. Just had a few questions to ask you. What was one of the biggest fears you guys had when you decided to take this step in buying your first home?
I think that for both of our parents' experiences, it just seemed like the biggest headache on earth. Like, they're going to be calling you every 30 seconds to ask for papers. The day before closing, you're not even going to know if you're going to close. So I think for us, going into it, that was our expectation. So we were very pleasantly surprised with how smooth I think everything went. And I don't know if you have...
And on my end, I think just the level of commitment, for purchasing a home. Commitment, and I guess just the numbers, right? Like, you never think that you're going to be an adult and do these adult decisions, but it's overall, we've been pretty excited with it.
Nice, nice. And what do you feel like you guys did to select, me to represent you? Was there any process that you guys had gone through or thought about to select who would represent you in this buying process?
So I think for me, obviously, I have a bias because I've known your family for a very long time, but just in general, like, you're someone who has integrity and who like tells us how it is. And I think that when we had the call with you and you kind of like enlightened us, like, we know you weren't going to lead us astray. Like, you weren't just trying to like sell us or whatever. Like, it was more like hey, like, this is important to you guys, that we're starting this chapter wanting to start a family, and it seemed like the right time.
Yeah, and like on my end, just knowing that it's like you're part of the family, and just that level of trust was a big thing for me.
For sure, for sure. And what do you feel like I was able to do differently from other agents that you may have worked with in the past?
I think just like, it's gonna sound strange, but it's like that, like, first of all, that you were willing to answer all our annoying questions, because obviously with this being a first time process for us, like, every little thing we were like, okay, is this the right thing? Is this like, what do we need to be expecting? But I think also just like the trust that we had in you and like negotiating on our behalf, like, we knew, like, for example, with like the credit for the panel, it's like, okay, we're not going to lose a house. It's just like, if we get something out of it, great. But the fact that we just trusted you to do that, like, you don't have, where I feel like a lot of agents, especially down here, have like that ego of like, oh yeah, like, I need to come across a certain way, and then you lose out on a deal. So that was big for me.
And on my end, just like the communication has always been very on point. And just very upfront with what we can expect, what do you think is best, and letting us kind of like make those game time decisions with the best possible information at the time.
Exactly, nice. And if you were speaking to a friend, what would you tell that friend in recommending me?
What would I say? I don't know. I think for me, again, it's just like the degree of trust that we had in you, that you yourself, like, you're married, you have a child, like, you understand the gravity of buying a home and what home represents for a lot of people. So I think that you bring like a very special, like, personable perspective into this, and it's very human, if that makes sense. I think that makes sense. So I don't know if you have anything to add to that.
Yeah, same thing, just like the level of trust that we can give you, and taking that pressure off of us, I think is a big thing, and just this whole experience throughout the process, for sure.
Also, honorable mention for Christina. Christina was
Yes.
absolutely
Yes,
iconic.
yes, Christina.
Like, I'm kind of sad she's not here.
Yeah, she's a rock star. Shout out to Christina.
Shout out to
And
Christina.
the entire team at Sunset Home Mortgage.
For sure.
Congratulations, guys. I'm really happy for you. I know you haven't told your parents yet, but I would love to see that reaction. Congratulations, enjoy, and hope you guys make a lot of good memories in that new home.
Definitely. Thank you.